This is James from Shoot to Kill Outdoors, and I just recently purchased a few calls for predator calling. I'm getting big into predator calling, so why not just buy a few more calls to add to my collection. This call I have today is a Woods Wise Callmaster Scream-n-Howler. This call came with the CD-ROM. It teaches you how to yip, call, and howl, and bring in females, pairs, and stuff like that. I mean, the Jerry Peterson shows you and tells you how to do it. So it's not bad. He gives you a little bit of advice. You know, for some reason, every call I bought, I searched it up on the web, and the guys that come out with it can do it way better than I can. Well, yeah, that's all right. That's fine. It takes practice. It takes time. But anyway, I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit about this call. This is a little bit different between a closed reed and an open reed. It's like a hybrid. Well, it's closed, but it's a bite and blow. So when you bite down on the reed, you can change the pitch. You can't really do that with many calls. This is like the first one that I purchased that has that kind of feature on it. It makes all coyote howls, vocalizations, and it varies pitches for mice, rabbits, fawns, and distress calls. And supposedly it says it brings them in running. So, you know, I don't know. I haven't tried it out yet. So, but we're going to give that a try. I'm just going to give you guys some yips and see how that works. That was just a little actual pup howl. I mean, they don't really howl, but it's just a little like that. And what I'm doing, I'm just going like that. So it's like, and you get that real high pitch in there and you bite down more. It brings in the females. You know, it's like a mother nature thing where females and males will take care of their young, even in the wild. But I'm going to do like a female, try to do a male. It's kind of different. They kind of sound the same to me. So I'm going to try that and do like a long howl. And I'm going to do a few barks in front of it. That's not really changing much of the pitch. I think it's because I'm biting too much down on it, but I'm going to try again. That was a little bit better, a little bit raspier. It kind of sounds like an older dog. The video also says that if you're sitting in a spot more than 15 minutes and you don't see anything, you need to move at least a quarter of a mile away and try, because either the coyote didn't hear you or he's just not there. I mean, it's kind of the same thing. He didn't hear you because he's not there, but he didn't hear you. So you want to move, and you can't. Jerry Peterson says you don't want to do the same rhythm twice. Like, say, if you're going to bark and then you're going to howl, don't bark and howl the same right after next. He wants you to just sit there and call for about a minute and then stop, which previously in the video that Shoot to Kill Outdoors has done on the coyote hunt, where I shot the coyote and he fell over and we couldn't find him, I just called with it's called flex tone. And I was just sitting there doing this stretch for probably 30 seconds, which I think that's pretty good, because I mean, that was getting really high pitched. And that's what they really want. They want that high-pitched screaming that sounds like something's injured and hurt. That way they could sit there and just run at it, jump on it, pounce on it, get it, eat it, whatever they need to do to, you know, to survive in the wild. So that's what they do. They're scavengers. And so that's pretty simple, because he said usually as soon as you start calling like that, it takes less than 30 seconds, maybe more than that, for that dog to come in running at you. And that is basically true. That's what happened to me. And it's kind of hard because in the video or the music or the audio clip, it comes with on the CD-ROM, he says to make sure you're ready. Well, me calling and having another shooter, and the shooter that was with us didn't get a shot off, I had to drop the call, pick my gun up, and make a shot at a running animal. Luckily I hit him. Bad part, I didn't find him, but you know, that's the main thing. You got to be ready. You know, they come out running fast when they come. especially come at something at distress. They want that food. And he also talks about like the old style in the audio clip. He also talks about the old style howl where it's it's a territory call where it's like I'm saying, hey, you know, you're on my piece of land, don't come over here. That's all it's saying. Another little feature he gives in there is about the female. She does a little bark and a little howl, and it lets them know, it's like telling the males, like, all right, come on over, you know, let's hang out, let's do something. And you know, that's pretty cool. I never knew that, but he goes through all the calls, all the yips, all the barks, all the howls. You know, he just makes sure you know the basics of it. He just tells you, even though if you mess up, hey, that's all right. Coyotes ain't gonna care. You know, the only thing that he said that would happen is just don't call more than 1 minute, and then take a break. Take about 5-minute break. You know, don't see nothing, call again. And if you don't see nothing within 15 minutes, just, you know, get up and leave. But make sure, you know, you look, because coyotes are different than any other game. They will circle around you and they'll spot you first. That's their plan. Unless they're so hungry that they just come out running. And another thing is, he mentioned that if you see them running, don't stop calling. Stop calling. Don't call anymore. Reason being is when you start calling up again, they'll sit there. They got great hearing. They're like, you know, they're the best animal out in the woods right now. And they can hear you from a mile away. That's how good they are. I mean, I'm not saying, but that's pretty good hearing. And when they hear that call, and they're say they're 50 yards away, they could sit there and spot you like it's nothing. And I'd rather stop calling and let them walk towards me, that way I can get a great shot off, instead of them spotting me and just darting off like that, quick as they came in. So that's my little intel on it. And I wanted to share another little thing I got today. This is another little product from Woodswise. It's called the Callmaster Super Squirrel all-in-one call. Now, I've been getting into more squirrel hunting and predator hunting than ever, but I feel like I needed to get one of these because the spots I've been going squirrel hunting at just kind of seems like it's dead. You know, that squirrel that I got that's in the squirrel slideshow, that was probably like the first or second one I seen that day, and the other ones I couldn't get a shot off for either, and the other one that I didn't want to shoot at was so small, you know, it'd be worthless to shoot at. So this one barks, squeals, and chatters, and it does a distress call, and it's easy to use. It's really easy because, you know, on the way home from the store, I kind of just got the call down to a pat. You know, you can do it, shake it like that. You can do a little squeal from a baby squirrel. You know, you can do all kinds of stuff. Like this one's my favorite because it actually sounds like a squirrel. I mean, they all sound like a squirrel, but this one sounds real. You know, that's hardcore right there. And this call even comes with a little squeak thing right here in the, kind of like the tube here, where it makes it sound like a baby squirrel's in distress because of like a hawk or an owl got a hold of it. You know, and they also said about this call, same thing goes. You know, you make one of those little baby calls, you know, baby squirrel calls, they just come running. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but they said that the squirrels will stop what they're doing and sit there and just run and see where that's coming from. And I'm hoping it works because I'm wanting to try it and see if it's really true. I mean, either that or just the place I'm hunting, that's a bad spot. And, well, I think that's all for today. And thanks for watching the video, and I'm glad I got to show you these new calls I picked up from Wise Woods. And this is Shoot to Kill Outdoors, and thanks for watching.